my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So today, as you can see, we are doing a quick little speed build to start off this 100 baby organize. So basically what I wanted to do is create a townhouse looking building that could be applicable to any kind of situation my children, my offspring, or Missy's offspring, are going to be getting into. So basically the idea of this is I wanted it to be more normal. I mean, as normal looking as having 100 babies can be, but to look a little bit more normal from the town perspective. I mean, in realism, if you had babies with 100, or probably not 100, with 70 or so men, they're probably not going to be wanting to be taking care of these children once they turn 18. They're probably going to want to have nothing to do with them because they didn't get to have anything to do with them for the past 17 years. So it just wasn't making a whole bunch of sense. So I decided to make these townhouses. So what I did was I created 2-bedroom townhouses that have en-suites into the children's bedroom, where the children would be sleeping. And then I created a downstairs bathroom which would be public and for the child to use. So in the child's bedroom there will be a single bed, a toddler bed, and a bassinet. So they have the ability to have a baby, a toddler, and a child with no dramas. The only point in time where an issue would come about would be if they had like twins. Maybe they would have to sleep in the single bed and one person sleep on the couch and then the kids sleep in the double bed. I don't know. But anyway, my intention is to get every single one of our children married or in relationships, or if they aren't the type of person that would be in a relationship, get them a cat or a dog or something. And basically they're all going to live in their own little townhouses. So for instance, this one was for, is that Byron and Brianna? I'm not sure. I can't really tell because he's wearing a hat. Or Spencer? Nope, not sure. Bradley and Brianna? Unsure. But I've got our 2 little Sims there, and then what we're doing is we're creating a townhouse, and then I'm going to mirror it on the other side. I'm not sure if I show that process because it really was a process, but I just created one of the townhouses and then saved it to the gallery, and then I tried to place it again, but you can't place more than one, like it freaks out. So I just had to copy each and every room, but now that I did that, each copy of it is on the gallery. So if you are doing the 100 baby challenge, or you just want a side-by-side townhouse that they're like identical, they're not quite mirrored, they're kind of like just, they're the same, they're like copies, like 2 houses right next to each other, because I wanted it to look like townhouses. So if there was more than 2, for instance, if we ever have triplets, you could have 3 side by side, because you can't really mirror 3. I wanted them just to be like the same, like copies, which I think is what you see a lot of the time when there is more than 2 like townhouses near each other. They aren't mirrored, they're just copies, whereas if there's 2, they're usually mirrored because like where the driveway is. Anyway, that doesn't matter. If you want to download these, that are on my gallery. My ID is Bree Simulated. If you want to use a townhouse or use this to organize your 100 baby challenge save, my goal is in the end to fill up every single lot in the Sims world with these townhouses, whether they be like one house for like single children, like children who only were a single child upon birth. So for instance, I think we have 1 child who was born just themselves, no twin. And then I've got the dual houses for the twins. And then if we ever have triplets, I will make one with a 3rd house. And so basically the lot with 2 townhouses best places on a 30 by 20 lot. And then the 1 house can fit on a 20 by 20, like a smaller lot. It just has to be really long for the house to go like long backwards. Anyway, it just has to be really long. And then also the... if I do a triplet one, I haven't done it yet because we haven't had triplets yet. I didn't want to do it if there was no need. But if I have to, I would probably need maybe a 30 by 40 lot. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, that's what I'll do. So right now I'm just creating quite a small house. So I wanted it to be kind of realistic. These people, I got them all jobs. So I'm pretending maybe they had jobs their whole adult life when really they only got it like 1 second ago from moving into this house. Before they were all living with their fathers, or all in that one big house I made for them. And I thought that was kind of realistic because, like I said, they wouldn't live with their fathers. It wouldn't happen most of the time. The fathers wouldn't want anything to do with them if they hadn't had anything to do with them their whole lives. But a lot of their parents, if they were living with their parents, like I moved their father in with them and anyone else who was in the father's household. is moved in with all of these kids because I thought, you know, it's the least we can do. They've been they've been crashing with them since they were 18. The least we can do is have the parents, the father or the, you know, whoever, the other children, stay with them until they pass away. And also because I'm creating little like graveyards for all the deceased family members, which is kind of fun. Not really for them, but anyway, what I'm going ahead and doing is getting each of the people a partner. So some of them are heterosexual, and so like a female gets a male husband and then they're having a biological baby together. Same with the males. So I think the first household were both heterosexual, but then in the next household that I tried to do, one of the Sims was unflirty. So I realized maybe she would be asexual. I hope I'm using these terms correctly. Correct me if I'm not. I thought maybe she'd be asexual. Maybe she isn't really sexually attracted to anyone, because I just couldn't get it to work. And I was just like, this girl just like, no matter what I did, I tried with different Sims, like girls and boys and all different things. She just didn't want anything to do with any kind of romantic partner. So I just thought, okay, like, she's not going to have a romantic partner, mainly because I didn't want to spend heaps of time on it, but also because it just seemed really forced. I mean, it's The Sims, we force them to do everything, but it just seemed like she really didn't want it, and it was making her uncomfortable and unhappy. So I just decided to not have her have a partner. So she is probably going to get a cat or a dog at some stage, or maybe I think I had her adopt a child. I thought maybe that would be something she'd be interested in, still wanting to have a child and go about it in a way that means she is saving a child that would have been in the adoption system. I don't know. So that's what we did, and then her brother had a wife. So I'm just going to try and mix it up. I want all of them to have offspring, mainly just for the purpose of having a family tree, but we have so many kids, it's not really going to matter if a couple of them don't have biological children or if a couple of them just have animals. I mean, we're going to love them all the same if they have little fur babies. Which will be especially interesting because we can't really have pets in the 100 baby house because it would take up a slot of the family, so it's sort of a waste of a slot. But yeah, so I think this is a really cool idea, and yeah, my aim is at the end to have every house full. Eventually our children are going to pass away, so then the other aim of this is at least I know where their gravestones will be, so we can go and collect them, and eventually we might build a graveyard for all of our children. But let me know what you think about that idea. So right now I'm just creating the children's bedroom. Just tried to make it really friendly for any kind of gender or style or any kind of personal preference the children might have. But there is a bit of a blue theme repeating throughout the house. I just thought it was blue's quite a neutral color. I feel like everyone likes blue. I don't know, might be wrong. You might hate blue, but I feel like everyone can live with blue, you know, whereas if the walls were bright yellow, I feel like there'd be some people who would be kind of unhappy about that. I felt like going with like light colors, neutrals, and blues was a good bet, but let me know what you think of this. If you want to download it, it is on the gallery. And I hope you enjoy the new way that we're going to be organizing the 100 baby challenge. In a minute, I'm going to hop into the game and show you guys sort of what I did and explain it a bit better, like on the world map. And I'm also going to go in and do some creator sim makeovers because some of their outfits are really wacky. Some of them are wacky in a good way, and I keep them kind of wacky. Like when the game randomly generalizes some stuff, sometimes it's kind of quirky and fun, but other times I had to fix that. But I hope you enjoyed this quick little speed build, and I'm going to see you guys in game. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and just in game now. So I built this little tutu house over here, and then I just went ahead and replicated it and put it into a whole bunch of different lots. This one's like glitching out a bit at the back there. I was like, what is wrong with that? Anyway, basically I went and placed them all down. So every twin has a two townhouses next to each other, and then over here Zachary is the only single child at the moment, so he has his one over here on a smaller lot. And then over here you can see that I have gone ahead and got Brianna to get married to this guy called Quinn. I got them off of the gallery. And then Bradley has got married to a girl called Laurel. So Laurel and Brianna are pregnant. The reason why I got this group pregnant is because they were the first children, and they are like 9 days away from being elders. So next I'm going to go ahead and do this lot, Sharon and Spencer, because they are pretty close, and then a couple of these other ones as well. But just for now, I've just gone ahead and got them married and pregnant so they can like get a wriggle on with that. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with everyone else. I'm just going to download single Sims off the gallery, get them married and pregnant, and then that'll be it. I've also gone ahead and got them all jobs. So for instance, this household, they're all tech gurus, and then like another one's all painters, so that kind of thing. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now is off camera, I'm going to give them all better creator sim so they don't look wacky in their cold and hot weather, because not all of them were in my household when we had seasons, so a lot of them don't have nice looking hot and cold weather. They're just randomized. So I'm going to go ahead and edit every single one of their creator sim. Honestly, a lot of them are living with like some random people, like these people still have their father and like whatever. So yeah, once all the remaining people from the old households pass away, they get married and have children, I'll upload them all to the gallery. Okay you guys, so that is going to go ahead and wrap up this video. As you can probably see, I've made some slight adjustments to the Sims, just got rid of some crazy items that they had, or you know how sometimes the game auto generates them with like every piece of jewelry and accessory on possible. Yeah, just tone that down a little bit so they look less like randomized, so it looks more like they have a little bit of a personality and a sense of style. But that's what we've gone ahead and done today. Now I haven't uploaded any of them to the gallery yet. Once they have all gotten married and had their children, that's when I'm going to go ahead and upload them all. So yeah, I hope you're looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of 100 Baby Challenge. Bye guys!